Hello everybody, welcome to another video. We are today going to be having a look-see what goes on in the mind of somebody when they are finishing a project. You know, how do you go from 99% finished to 100% finished? I'm personally of the belief that I believe was it Leonardo da Vinci who said art is never finished, only abandoned. So it isn't simply a case of regarding it and saying, it is finished. It is the place where you go, I need to put the pen down and move on, as is many times the case with art. What I decided to do was record the last session that I had, and in the live recording that we're going to move on to, I'll speak a bit more about that. But first of all, I wanted to say thank you so much to the community for getting me that green name. There it is. Sammy, green name. To get a green name, what you need to do is get over 80%. And I got a, inverted commas, comfortable 82.5. Now, it still filled me with fear. I was very nervous going into it because my like secondary objective beyond, you know, making something that I was proud of was getting Parkmaker, something that I've never got before, because outside of competitions, I've never like applied myself to that level. And in competitions, you are sharing the prize with other people, and rightly so. You're doing, it's a group project. So I only take place in the group once. But there we are. So many nice messages. I really want to thank the admins for making all this happen. Just beautiful presentation. This was Big Shooter Gill who made the logo. It is gorgeous. I believe BSG also did the one for Saker, which is also just so beautiful. All that being said, the next video I'm going to be doing is about the iteration process. So the process, I believe it's the process that makes art good. You know, you don't just go with your first idea, you iterate, you make hard decisions to delete work you've done, you move on from bad decisions and don't let them, you know, grapple you. You don't fall victim to the sunk cost fallacy in terms of your own work. And there's a balance to be struck between that concept of iteration and this concept, which is finishing. So I believe there's going to be an interesting dichotomy in between these two videos. So let's show you the last part, and then we'll go through in the next video the making of to get us to that point. I will have to apologize as well. Like in my 999 by 999 videos, when I get quiet, it cuts out the microphone because it doesn't meet the threshold for the noise gate. I can only apologize for that. I need to be louder, that's the solution, but without further ado, let's get into it. Over to Past Me. Hello everybody. When last we convened on the stage of Roller Coaster Tycoon, I was building a 999 by 999 park. That is a maximum map size in Open Roller Coaster Tycoon. That is nearly 1 million tiles, and I whipped up that park in a matter of not all that long. That is one side of my personality. The other side is my more serious side. The side that plumbs for genuine artistic achievement. And that's what we're looking at here. Now, today is the last day that I have to build this park. I set myself a deadline. Deadlines are important. We had a deadline for the previous project as well. We've got a deadline here. This one was self-imposed rather than sort of necessary to make an advent calendar. But I chose the 27th of the 2nd because I don't know why. I just did. I don't need to justify that to you. I'm my own man. But the fact remains, this is the last day I have for this park. So I'm going through, I'm doing a detail run. It's on pause right now. Let's unpause it. Hopefully we aren't deafened. It's quite nice. Got some noises, got some sounds. Like I say, this is the opposite side of my RCT brain than the whip up a million tile park in a short amount of time. This is Zata. Or Zata. I don't know how to say it. That feels right though, doesn't it, Zata? We can see it here. It is, inverted commas, done. But what we're going to do together now, which I thought would be fun, is going through and just hunting for issues. I don't have fresh eyes, but something that I've spotted right away, if we do this, we can see purple through here. And not that that's necessarily an issue, I just feel like I don't want purple there. So I'm gonna replace these tiles with brown. And this is the sort of level of polish that we're looking for here. Now around this side, I've got these L's, and they don't continue around the other side, I've just noticed. Interesting. Should we continue those on the other side? It didn't come up in testing, so I don't think it's that important, but I think let's do that together. This park, I can't remember when I started it. It feels good to be close to finishing it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We're going to see how that looks. Is that about right? Oh my goodness. Right, if we make this invisible color now. Wow, I'm good at this game. Guys, I'm good at it. Good at this game. Noisy smoke. That is the method used to generate the smoke. So that continues all the way around. I wonder if I should drop one here. Hey, here's where the issue begins with the signs though. We're learning together. By learning together, I mean I am telling you, it don't play well with stuff like trees. You can see there, it's going in front of the tree, which we don't want. So maybe what we'll do is we'll go 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And that's kind of perfect. I think I should delete one of the spaces and put another L on it. I'm kind of a genius. And I achieve my dreams day in, day out. Basically, anywhere the roller coaster sort of interacts with anything, it's got some Peep scenes. That's been really fun, actually. So huge shout out to Manticore, who I hope I have given a staff member. I don't think I have. Manticore-007. Outstanding work. Something that we have to do before we submit is make sure that the track progress on this topspin is the right amount of track progress, because it does inevitably get out of whack. I think it's going to go around. This time it's going to go around another time, then it's going to be finished, and it should be at 24. It won't be, but oh, it's finished now. It's at 8, so we need to up it by a wee bit, and that's where we want it to be when we submit it. I wonder if the audio is too loud. Let's move away from the music a little bit. No, we'll put it on mute. We'll put it on mute. We've experienced the music. We've seen what's going on there. We don't need to beat a dead horse. We've got to be detailed focused. I want to get a good score on this one. The last design that I submitted was Seika. and it got 78 out of 100. That is nearly green name. It would be nice to get a green name. I don't know whether it's going to be possible. I think this park is substantially better than Seika. I don't think that's controversial at all. If I see people saying, "Oh, I preferred Seika," I will say to them, "You have bad taste." That's not that Seika's bad. It's just that this has way more consideration. It has stuff like hacks that I haven't done before, like the Gazella Cell. It's got the top spin, obviously, that I've worked hard on. That's okay. We don't need. Right, where do we want to put this? We certainly don't need two of these here. I wonder. I feel like here makes a lot of sense, so I think I will delete this one. And literally, we're just going through. We're just looking for problems, which is not necessarily the simplest task in the world. Because what's a problem and what's like an idiosyncrasy at the end of the day? There's not much in the way of difference between those two things. One person's mistake is another person's like intentional. Like I've had it a few times. The gorgeous, wonderful Lonely Hearts Club really came through for me, particularly Dino, JK, and Hexy, and did pretty comprehensive tests on it and said, this is good, I don't like this, if you can change this, it would affect my vote. And to those people, I can only say thank you so much. Even if I disagreed with some of what they said, and I like won't be following some of the advice, there was still so much advice in there that I did take from each and every one of those guys. So I can only say thank you so much to Dino, to JK, and to Hex for taking the time and really made me feel like they really valued the process, because they will have seen me from basically step one of this trying to achieve something that I can be proud of, and been really supportive. And there's really no replacement for this. Is this a Peep Jam? What are these guys doing? They seem to be getting where they're going, so that's good. Nope, we're heading back. It seems like it's a bit of a Peep Jam, but this guy, Vicky C, doesn't seem to have much of an opinion. Vicky C has escaped. Great work, Vicky. She just had a bit of a wobble there for a second. So what we don't want is people climbing up here as well. Not that it's evil, just that it's kind of cringe. So what we can do is we can manipulate where they can go using signs. That is something that I did over here as well, because for some reason Peeps really struggle with this area, and I don't know why. They were also causing this fence that I built here to glitch. So what I did is I just engineered where they could go using signs, using no entry signs, and they just made it invisible. I feel like that's really cleaned it up. Oh heavens. I don't know why I decided for this to be the part that I record, because I've done all of the feedback. I'm not accepting any more feedback ever again on anything, because they were mean to me. They were mean to me. And I don't like that. I'm very sensitive. So once again, huge thanks. It really... It means a lot. And anyone who's received sort of comprehensive feedback like that will know exactly what. Because it's really touching to know that somebody is willing to take time out of their day to really roast you on main. It wasn't really on main, it was in our private forum, but... Okay. Right. Yep. That looks a bit better, doesn't it? Nice! Nice, we love it. We're literally just scouring for anything that we might improve. And here's a little wagon driving around. That's a little cute detail. Okay, here's something we can do. Peep editor. I'll show you how we do it around here. What we can do is, let's make this person scratching head. And have them just increase the multiple. And we're going to watch them here as they go scoot, scoot, scoot. We go this way, scoot, scoot, scoot. That was entirely good fortune that I clicked the right directions and stuff there. Usually I'm just clicking on that for ages. You will see that as we continue. So here's Penelope H. Getting confused at the directions, not really knowing what's going on. Only really visible from a couple of directions there. I wonder if we can go back into Peep Editor. What I need to do is not grab the top of my screen, is to keep Peep Editor open. And change, she's wearing to something that pops a bit more. Is she, like, a little bit in the ground? Yes. Yes, she is. Why were you in the ground, Penelope? I have pulled you from the ground. You're welcome. I wonder if we need something like around here, like... Now this is usually a support block. And this clock could kind of look a bit like a compass as well, so... Interesting shape. Do I like that? I don't like that the handyman's walking all over it. I just feel like that's rude. We can just watch. We can just drink it in for a moment. Whilst I drink this fluid. You know what? I don't like it. You wanna know why I don't like it? It's noisy. It is noisy. I wonder if that works just as well and isn't as clashy. What I want to do as well here. Don't like it. Interesting. This is just a strange place for this. I wonder where else we could put it. That's it. I think that's the winner. Peep editor. Me and misclicking. Name a more iconic duo. Okay, let's do that and then a little bit closer. Then we want it on test mode so it actually cycles through the animation. And we do reading map. What I'll do is, because I'm a merciful god, I will give them a friend by imprisoning this person. This person. Cute, right? I don't know what sort of peep scene, but I always close the windows. I like to have a nice clean screen whilst I'm looking. But what happens when we close it is we go to here, peep not frozen, which is all well and good. We freeze the peep. It doesn't have the thing in there. You have to unpause the game. I don't know why. Probably something very important, because this plugin is amazing. It's so good. So there's probably good reason why you have to pause. That is that person. Allow us to reposition them. But what are they going to be doing? We've got all these animations here. They're not going to be sitting eating. They're not going to be holding a mat. They're certainly not going to be drowning. They're probably not going to be jumping joyfully. Looking around. Now we're talking. Now we're talking. They're doing like a little... They're doing the wait, they don't love you like I love you dance. And I respect that. That is, you know, someone who is in touch with the youth. And that's certainly something that I respect. Checking the time. That's what Philip's going to be doing. Go off, Philip. They kind of match the sign. Isn't that cute? We created something cute today, guys. Peep Jam. Heading for lake restrooms. Okay. We've learned something here about lake restrooms. This has happened before. I think, potentially, that lake restrooms is copied from a restroom that I then deleted to make this path that goes down and under. What I'm going to do is I'm going to delete it. And that sounds scary, but it's made those people disperse, and I'm going to build it again in the hope that this will be qualified as, you know, extant rather than people not being able to navigate towards it. So here we go. Lake restroom. And people seem to be walking in just fine, but people were walking into the other one just fine as well. And the other thing we can do to prevent that is certainly what we're going to be doing before we submit is doing all of that. People love walking on this square, don't they? I wonder if there's anything we should add to the top of this. Do we want to add a bit of, you know, fluff on here? Some foliage that we've typically been doing all around on the tops of these dang things. That looks fine. So it sort of breaks the monotony a little bit there, doesn't it? When we delete, we typically do that in Tile Inspector because it's a dangerous world out there for a toy. What film's that from? It's pretty easy. There's a giveaway in there. The word toy. Oh, I remember the line now. It isn't that. It's a dangerous world out there for a Toy Story 2. Looking around is literally like a top-level animation. Is there one which has its arm out so it can go, wait, they don't love you like I love you. If we speed it up, it'll be like this. They don't love you like I love you. Wait, they don't love you like I love you. That's top tier, right? How am I not a millionaire right now? How are these trains doing? They're running. Wow. Full marks, train. You really know how to do it. I wonder if there's anywhere else I want to put any smoke. Do we want to put smoke here as well? Because we can definitely do that. And here is how. We begin by making this kind of track. This is something that I made up, but it's not exactly impressive. Because I have a very particular arrangement. Let me just delete all of that. We do the same thing again. But bumped down a level. You dig? What you do? My viewers are the smartest that have ever done it. How is it Steel Mild Wouse? Steel Mild Wouse 1. Because this is not a ladder. Talk to me. Wooden ladder. That is like a joke. I never even watched this show called Carjacker, right? Carjacker, Phone Jacker, Face Jacker. I don't even know what it's called, but my friends did, and they always used to go, wooden ladder, talk to me. I can't explain that reference. It's unfair that you'd ask me to explain that reference. I can't! But there you go. Every time I see or hear a ladder, I'm just thinking, wooden ladder, talk to me. I wonder if we need that. After going to all that effort, I'm just like... I don't think it necessarily has added anything. Oh, heavens. There's smoke there. Now what frustrates me is this glitches out from this angle, and I don't know that there's anything about it. Let's delete that. That's fixed it. You know, sometimes life's easy. We don't want that to be like that. I'm sorry. I don't know why I'm coughing. Perhaps it's the stress of knowing I'm going to submit this. It's causing me to break out in a mild case of rubella. I don't know what rubella is. So I might have it. If you hear screaming in the background, that'll be on account of the screaming that's happening. I have no power over the screaming. The screaming happens whether we will it or no. See, this is an interesting thing that happens sometimes. I believe if somebody is already in a kind of animation, and I believe that eating is one of them, or drinking, once they finish the eating or drinking, they revert to a walking animation. I think we did checking watch on this one, didn't we? Checking time. It's the first one. Philip D was checking the time. Needs must. There we go. Signs. Never seen that film. And I've made it this far, so I kind of probably don't need to. But do we need to see any film? Is that your car? Go. Embarrassing. Right, what you need is 3 cars. Minus 1 car per train. And then you go. If you want smoke, you get smoke. But is that too much smoke? There's really only one way to find out. Excellent. Right. This noisy smoke 4? It is now. Consider yourself christened and inducted into the... You are now a follower of Christ. Sorry about that. I appreciate you just a baby, but a side has been picked for you. This person's checking their pockets. But I don't know what that means. I don't know what that's telling me. But I don't have the power to stop it. It's happening now. If only there was something I could do. I don't want to, like, over-detail stuff, but the problem is that the path has so much, like, joy and movement on it. The second you have, like, a more, like, empty section, it really stands out. It's the same with this bit. Just because there's not movement on it, there's not really much going on. It sort of looks a bit dead, but that's fine. It kind of that's its purpose in the park. Its purpose is to be free of distractions, and there is distractions on it. There's this guy. There's this guy. This is Ayaton. And this is Rob receiving a phone call. I'm kind of happy. I'm kind of happy. And by happy, I mean... I'm willing to move on with the long odyssey that is existence. Move on to the next challenge. Hello, Editing Samuel here. The amount of time that I have just cut out, that I was deliberating over what to put in the little message that beeps along the bottom, it's truly embarrassing. It was about 20 minutes that I was just there going, oh no, that's not right, delete, delete. I typed something in, oh, is that, oh. It was about 20 minutes. Truly shocking. Anyway, I've spared you from that. Roll the next clip. All right, that's awesome. We click this button. When we unpause, it will go bup, 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 and do the message. And that's when we hard save. To be like this, get the sign at the other side in. And what's there left to check? Oh, we want to do this, don't we? We want to do cheats. Min. Where's the pause button? Pause button's here. If we go like this. That, my friends, is what we call smooth operator. Nice. Right, what we do now with all these ducks coming in, man? What on earth? Are they leaving? Too many ducks. That's ducked up, man. That is beyond ducked up. That is foul. Makes me want to eat bread. Makes me want to eat wet bread. Is that a pun? I think we did it. All right, what we're going to do now is we're just going to... We've done all that work. We're proud of ourselves. What we're going to do is we're going to... I've left myself enough time. It's before 5 p.m. I'm probably going to submit it maybe around 8 p.m. I've got time to ruminate, to think on it. I know what's happening. We are well ahead of the game, and for that we are very happy. Thank you for joining me. I hope this was like in some way insightful, that just getting to look at my thought process. Why is there a peep gem on this bridge? I simply have to accept that it's happening, because what am I going to do about it? I think it's just, you know, a confluence of people more than anything. I don't feel like people get as annoyed about Peep stuff as the person who's made the park. Nobody pays that much attention to it. But that's that. I hope this, like, this view into the mind of the creator was somehow helpful for you. And I look forward to doing something chill like this again. Chill but artful. The two best things. So with that said, I hope you enjoyed the park, because it will be out when you're experiencing this. And I hope I have a fan in you. And I hope this scores above an 80, because I would like that green name. Give me green name. Goodbye. Hello. Post facto Samuel here. And, inevitably, it was destined to happen, as it does every time. I wasn't actually finished. I submitted it, and POSIX really generously said, hey, you might want to change some stuff. Just some, like, technical stuff to do with submission. And I was like, all right, I'll do it. And then I spent a little bit more time with it. So thank you to POSIX for pointing that stuff out. Look at it. Here it is. I won the 82.5. That's crazy. So that's the process. I hope it was in some way insightful for you. And just remember, when you think you're done, you aren't actually done. Just like this video. So, see ya.